Hey, I like your videos. I just happen to have some old hard drives here from the 360. So this was the original one. It's 20 gig that came on the Xenon, non-HDMI version. This one came on the HDMI version because it has a Chrome. Again, no markings besides hard drive, so that means it's 20 gig. If it was 60 or 120 gig, it would also be labeled here. Now, these three are dead. That's how crappy they were. You can see this one here is a Seagate 20 gig. And the connector is SATA. It goes to an Xbox connector, but there's no special chips. It's just a straight through. So back in the day, when that first came out, I actually made myself a DIY adapter, where it's the Xbox port I pulled off a console, and then I wired up the connections to this little board. Very terrible sounding back in the day. But then I could read the hard drive with this, hooking it up to a PC with the little USB. But then they came out with the adapter, and they actually gave these away for free. If you bought like a 120 gig hard drive, they would send you one for free to transfer your data. Now, if you want to get these working again, you have to find specific SATA drives that are Western Digital, because these ones, you can rechange the firmware on it. And so they have firmware from official Xbox drives that can be flashed onto this drive and looks OEM to the console. So you'd use a tool like HDD Hacker. The files are available online. You'd use this quick little command tool, type a couple commands, and it'll format it and make it compatible. And then if you wanted to view the files, say this was original and working, you can do it on the flashed one or even an original. And you can view the partitions on the drive, add and remove and edit files for like modding games and stuff. And it shows up like a regular hard drive, just like that. And the same goes for the slim consoles. That drive that slides in is literally just this without a housing. So same thing, if you format it and rechange the firmware, it'll work in that. And then an added bonus, if you happen to have an old power brick from your Phat console, you can buy an adapter and hook it up to your Xbox One. And it works just fine. The wattage is slightly lower, but unless you're hooking up like 4 hard drives to your console and like maxing out every port, you're not going to draw the maximum. And this has got protections built in, so it's not a problem. If you happen to overdraw, it'll just turn off and stop working, but it's not going to fry anything. But yeah. And a quick thing on the software, if you get the HDD Hacker, there's tools. So this shows all your game saves. And that's how some basic game modding is done. You can edit your saves and give yourself unlimited money and stuff like that. And it's super easy stuff you can do. There's tools for it. It was done back in the day. So yeah, check it out.